We are 14 days into 2026, and it seems like the Bible is just popping off of the pages right now. So let's talk about some end times things here that could possibly be related to prophecy that is mentioned in the Bible. But starting off with what's going on over in Iran. I know we've talked about this before, but I want you guys to really understand how serious this is actually getting. Because this guy, his name is Reza, and what we understand about him is that he wants to be in an alliance with Israel, and he wants to be in an alliance with America. And the reason why that's significant is because if the current Iranian regime topples, then he will take the power, he will take the throne over there in Iran. And if he takes the throne over there in Iran, well, then that means that Hezbollah, that means that Hamas, that means that the Houthis, that means that the Iraqi rebels are all going to lose a lot of power and influence in the Middle East, because Iran is the one controlling those proxies. And so if the Iranian regime topples, which it seems like it's going to, because President Trump but now he's actively encouraging the Iranian people to continue protesting, and he's telling them to take over the institutions and all of this kind of stuff. If the Iranian regime topples, and if he takes that seat at the head of the government, then he's going to be an ally with Israel, and he's going to be an ally with America, which means that the Abraham Accords are going to expand in a huge way. Now, here's where it gets really interesting, because if that takes place, then you can see how they will have more cards to play in terms of achieving a Palestinian state, because that's what they want, right? They want a Palestinian state. And so here's a possibility. If they barter with Israel, the thing that they could say is, hey, we will all join the Abraham Accords if you allow a Palestinian state. Just give up some of your land, and then we will all join the Abraham Accords. Can you imagine being Netanyahu with that decision? If somebody is like, hey, we will all sign a peace agreement with you, you just have to give up some of your land. And what if they also throw in, to sweeten the deal, what if they also say, we will also allow you to build a third temple? Because we know that there's going to be a third temple in the future. We just don't know how it's going to get here. But with this kind of guy emerging, which is going to change the dynamics over there in the Middle East, you can see how a third temple is now a possibility. It is there, and it's going to be something that is very enticing to the Jewish people. And it's not going to take a lot of time to build the temple. It's actually going to just be more like putting a puzzle together, because they already have all of the pieces. And so when you factor in the idea that they have everything that they need to build the temple, and all of the priests and the equipment and whatnot, it could happen in no